Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
This is the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonders podcast. Welcome, everyone. We are back to talk about Batman, the anime series, season 3, or the new adventures of Batman. Of course, we're going to talk about episodes 11 through 15, or if you're looking at the full schedule, it'd be 96 through, I believe, 100. But let me introduce my guests here. My first guest, he has a pet praying mantis. It is Anthony. Anthony, how are you doing today?
Oh, come on, man. Why you gotta do me like that? That's awful. That might be the worst one you've ever done for any of us on here. To put that on me. Put that. Oh, geez. I was doing just fine. In fact, I was happy to be here.
Well, at least I gave Skyler the mudslide in the previous episodes, but I think
that's better.
Yeah, I think that's better than the praying mantis. I'm sorry. Well, I'm happy you're here. My last guest, he is known to be called Skyler Rocket. It is Skyler. How are you doing today?
So I fly around on a little rocket and want to make out with Batman.
I didn't say that.
I'm not. Anthony, you want to switch? I don't mind the praying mantis. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. You know what? We'll switch. Start over.
I think the praying mantis is cool. You look at him, put him in a little.
Listen. All right. Well, I don't. This is spoilers for the episode. I don't have a problem with the praying mantis himself. I just don't want to be attached to the man who owns the praying mantis.
Oh, I see. Well, as long as we're giving out light spoilers, I think just about everything we're going to talk about this week is crap.
Oh my goodness! All right,
except for one episode, which is probably the best out of this whole season. I think.
I was going to say
we'll take it one episode at a time. I did say just about, so.
All right. Well,
entirely everything.
All right. Well, I'm glad that Anthony Rocket is here and Mr. Praying Mantis is here as well.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into episode 11, The Ultimate Thrill. Aboard a Zeppelin, people are being robbed by a female criminal. Her name is Roxy Rocket. After taking the jewels, Roxy leaps out of the Zeppelin. The police spot her, but there is nothing they can do to save her. Roxy uses a remote device to call her rocket over, and she takes off flying. The police gives chase in the helicopter and fire on her, but she shoots a smoke bomb into the helicopter, causing them to crash. Batman arrives and gives chase in the Batwing, but the plane proves to be too bulky to follow Miss Roxy here. He tries to corner her in a tunnel, but the right wing of the plane is torn off and Roxy got away. Well, this is our first introduction of Roxy Rocket. What do you guys think about this Rocketeer?
Oh, well, I love the Rocketeer.
Interesting
I'm a
that you
big
say
fan of
that because
movie.
I too love the Rocketeer.
Yeah, good movie.
You tricked us.
Yeah, I don't love this though.
What's your problem with this lady?
I mean, at first glance, see, the talking point, my positive, was going to be a comparison to the Rocketeer, so Abrar stole that from me.
Sorry.
At first glance, I'm like, okay, we got kind of a Rocketeer, old Hollywood type, like, thing going on with her being like a stunt woman. That's kind of fun. But the rest doesn't do much for me. I don't know. I'm just not. I don't like her.
She's a lot of fun. You don't like fun?
No.
Skyler famously does not like fun. That is
Too
very
much.
true.
Keeps me up past my bedtime.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a late one tonight. Be careful. Got to get Skyler back to his coffin. I'm with you, Abrar. I thought she was a lot of fun. This is an original character for the show. I like the backstory, like Skyler said. It feels very like classic Batman villain. You know, like stunt performer gets fired. I guess there's a lot of gets fired in this batch of episodes we're watching, and so it's like now she's gonna take revenge, and so she's like a thrill-seeking nut job. And I think that works with Batman because Batman is like this adventurous man, and it's kind of like the ultimate thrill to be Batman. So yeah, I like that. I like that enough.
Yeah, she's spunky like Robin a little bit. She's showing a lot of loose articles of clothing.
Easy now.
Oh, excuse me. But when we get to the ending here, it gets a little crazy. But yeah, I like her. I like her. You like her. Skyler doesn't like her. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. She does the Woody from Toy Story thing where she has a gun holster with no gun in it.
Oh,
true.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Just for stunts.
She's a stunt woman. Well, Batman does a background check on Roxy and explains to Alfred and Batgirl that Roxy used to be a stunt double, as we said, and made her living off of movies. Unfortunately, she made stunts too dangerous, and insurance companies would no longer cover her, aka destroying her career. She is pretty much like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, but he's fine. He's still doing it. So that's just the double standard sexism of Hollywood.
That's true. She's not in charge of like some crazy organization, like that's a religion technically. So maybe that's her key.
Tom's not in charge.
Sure, he is.
I think he just gets to do whatever he wants.
He tell people what to do.
That's different from being in charge, technically.
He likes to have fun. I mean, he's flying off of planes. He broke his leg on that bike incident.
Whoever Tom Cruise's publicist was really smart because a couple years ago they were like, "We're stop talking about the Scientology thing. Just do the stunts." And now look at him. Everyone loves Tom Cruise now. Everyone forgot how crazy he is.
Look, I care about Roxy Rocket a lot. All right.
Well, if we see Roxy Rocket jumping on couches, we'll know where she belongs.
Because Tom Cruise did that, and I get it.
Yeah, thank you. Well, Batman believes that she is now looking for revenge, but Batgirl claims that she's looking for thrills. And now she had Batman. Now that she's had Batman, she won't settle for anything less. Either way, Batman is determined to find the fence Roxy is using to get rid of the stolen goods. Meanwhile, Roxy talks to the Penguin. Oh yeah, Anthony, you weren't here about the Penguin. How do you feel about this version of Penguin?
I really like it. Based on what we know about this show and like the original pitch of this show and everything before the Returns Burton influence was there, this is pretty much what he was supposed to look like from the very beginning. He was supposed to look like a very classic retro version of Oswald Cobblepot. So know that they basically got their way eventually when this redesign happened. I think really works. I'm much more of a fan of the standard sort of mob boss penguin over the monster penguin. Personally, that's just my taste. And knowing that this penguin, very different character, he's gone clean. Essentially, he's got the iceberg lounge, like all those things that I like about the character are present and accounted for. So yeah, this is one of the ones where I'm pretty happy with the change.
He got that plastic surgery on his hands.
Oh yeah, exactly. Or maybe he just got like replacement. They just amputated and gave him someone else's nice hands. Who knows?
Oh, or he was in a tragic accident and his flippers split apart.
He was in an accident. It's like we couldn't save your face. You have to look like this. It's like I'm normal.
Looks like Burgess Meredith.
Exactly. So you don't like the flippers of the penguin?
Listen, I have come to accept and enjoy them in appropriate places, but I prefer this version. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we won't be see him waddling around here, because Roxy is talking to him about the robbery at the Iceberg Lounge. He pays her for the stolen goods, and she offers a gamble: high card, double, or nothing. The penguin refuses and tells Roxy that she needs to tone it down on the risk, man, as they are a threat to his reputation as a legitimate businessman. Roxy is concerned and plans to continue the unnecessary risk. I think the penguin needs a little Roxy in his life, right? He needs more excitement, because right now he looks kind of boring.
Ooh.
I
I
think he's a successful businessman now. You should leave him alone.
Shorts those slippers back.
At least wear some.
He opened up like a high-end restaurant nightclub so that he could save up the money to get plastic surgery to get his flippers back after the accident.
Well, I'd rather see that story then.
Yeah.
Well, later, Lucius Fox and Bruce reveals a painting that they just acquired, and look who's here. Roxy crashes in through the window. She takes the painting and sets off some fireworks made to create a bad image in the sky. Batman arrives wearing a jet wing. Roxy instantly is away, and Batman is right behind her. How do you guys like this Batwing here?
It looks like a toy that all the kids would want.
Yeah. Looks a little silly, though.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, he's Batman. Why would he need a wing?
To fly. You just saw it happen in the episode.
Yeah, but he has this. Yeah, but
he was like, okay, I need to. There's a lady running around with a rocket. I need to be able to chase her on a rocket. So he has some wings.
Yeah, but he has his cape. Can he not like glide?
The things you decide to defend and condemn confuse me.
Thank you. That's why I'm here. Well, Roxy dives down a maintenance pipe into the traffic tunnel and nearly kills Batman with an explosive that forces him to skim along the ground. Batman manages to escape death and chases Roxy out of the tunnel, where he throws a electrified batarang at Roxy's rocket, disabling it. Roxy manages to land at her craft, but it is heavily damaged in the process. Batman goes after Roxy and throws down his jetpack on Roxy's rocket. For a time, it seems Batman has caught Roxy as she is cornered on a steel grinder in an unfinished building, but she throws a painting over the edge, forcing Batman to go after it. She then activates the self-destruct on her rocket and leaps into a small blimp below. Batman saves the painting, but has lost Roxy again. Our Batgirl then calls Batman and tells him that the penguin is Roxy's fence. I said this many times to many villains. I feel like we have something here for a limited series on HBO Max of Roxy Rocket. She brings the boom.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say to this.
What? You don't like HBO limited series?
Brar, if you don't start watching your manners towards me right this instant, I'm not going to record the next episode. I swear I'll walk.
All right. Well, I feel like she deserves one.
We all deserve HBO series, okay? Doesn't mean we get them.
No, all right, that's true. Well, back at the Iceberg Lounge, Penguin is furious at Roxy for purposely involving Batman. Roxy is unconcerned, but Penguin decides that she's a big risk and tries to shoot her. Gets straight to the point. However, Roxy manages to leap into the pool and rides one of the recede lions in the iceberg in the middle. She then uses a grapple on a chandelier and swings to safety. Angered and frightened, Penguin orders Roxy to be killed. Later, Batman arrives and interrogates the Penguin over Roxy's whereabouts. Penguin grabs a machine gun and keeps hidden in his umbrella, but Batman evades the bullets and gets the gun away from him. He threatens him to drop him from the building and gets the information he wants. In this scene here, I always forget that Penguin is really short.
Oh yeah, he's tiny.
He's very tiny. He's like 3 foot tall? 2 foot tall? No, not 2.
3 feet. Abrar, go get a tape measure.
I don't have one yet.
Out of 3 feet.
It's like Oompa Loompa size, but I guess 4 feet, 3.5 at least.
How tall is Danny DeVito?
Oh, good question.
It's like 5'3", right?
Yeah, so Penguin can be around 5 foot ish.
All right, I'm
Danny's
fine with that.
4'10". Okay.
4'10"? That's too much. Danny, what are you doing?
He got smaller.
Get him some shoes. Get him some tall shoes.
Get some heels. Elsewhere, the Penguin's hench girls go to kill Roxy, but she catches on to their presence and fights them off. Batman arrives and
this trend of like hench girls, because like remember Mr. Freeze 10 episodes ago, he had girls in little outfits too, and now Penguin's got girls in outfits. And then to jump ahead a little bit, we're gonna get a female villain pretty soon, but she's got dudes. So like we got a lot of these, like if you're a guy, get a girl, and you're a girl, get a guy. I don't know what's going on here.
I think this show, and we'll see this later with the confrontation with Roxy, this show just got hornier.
Yeah.
In a way that I don't feel it needed to, it being a kid's cartoon. But that's, we can't change the past, so we just have to live with it.
Hey man,
At this point, now that we're in the new adventures, I believe this is now a Kids WB era, because Fox Kids had a whole bunch of rules when it was just BTAS. Like they couldn't do this and couldn't do that, and like they had that whole pitch to do Nocturna, and they were going to do a vampire episode, and Fox Kids is like, no, you're not doing a vampire episode. That's blood. You can't do that.
Right.
This show, because it's on a different network, it goes places. It's more violent. It's got more sex. Like it's got a lot going on. Which is, is either good or bad depending on your opinion. But you're right. Yeah, I think the Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, they let their imagines get away with themselves, and we're seeing it firsthand.
I'm sure Paul Dini's wife has some influence in these episodes here.
Always bringing up Paul Dini's wife. Ever since I mentioned this on the show, you brought up Paul Dini's wife every time it comes up.
What if Paul Dini left his Zatanna wife for a woman with a rocket? Would that make a lot of sense to you?
That would make a lot of sense. Maybe he has 2 wives. Who knows?
Okay.
Well, Batman arrives and goes after Roxy, but she got another rocket and escapes with it. Not willing to give up, Batman jumps onto another rocket and gives chase. Roxy shoots the rocket with an electric gun, causing it to fall. Fortunately, Batman catches Roxy's rocket with his grapple and is dragged along. Roxy tries to lose him by flying low over a forest, but Batman manages to climb up and catch Roxy. Now, the ending here, it gets spicy here. Roxy decides to play one more game. She locks the controls on the rocket and tells Batman that if he jumps now, he'll land in the water. If not, he'll either crash into the canyon wall or hit the ground. She too will die if he doesn't jump off. So the game is to see who has the better landing, I guess. Batman lands his ground while Roxy starts to get nervous. She tries to stop the rocket, but Batman won't allow it. Roxy then becomes happy, thinking Batman and she will die together. But Batman jumps at the last second and uses a parachute to save them both. Roxy thinks that they'll play another day, but Batman slaps the cuffs on her and please take her to custody. I didn't say the spicy part because that'll be my interesting fact. But that was the episode of Roxy Rocket or the Ultimate Thrill. Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Well, I want to talk about this scene first before
go
we
ahead.
say that. This seems like the entire reason the episode exists, right? This, like, they came up with this scene of Batman playing chicken with a femme fatale of sorts on a little rocket, and like the entire everything else I was just kind of like okay with, and I was like, oh, this is why this episode happened. This
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But does that make it a good episode?
I don't know.
I think it's okay. Would you get the new character of Roxy Rocket? She's been in the comics for a bit, but I feel like it's a thumbs up for me. What about you, Anthony?
I'd give it a thumbs up. I think it's fun. I like her as a character. Like I said, I feel like she slots in pretty well into the Rogues Gallery. She's got a pretty understandable backstory, and she's fun. She's got a fun personality. I don't think there's a whole lot you can do with her, but I think she's a fairly simple sort of like variety added to the Rogues. So yeah, I'd give it a thumbs up. Not like a favorite or anything, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fine. Let me get into my interesting fact
You
here.
didn't ask me.
I did.
I didn't say though.
Okay, is that
Yeah,
thumbs
we
up?
know.
I think it's a thumbs down for you. No.
No. I mean, so sometimes when it comes to the show, you've had various guests, one I could think of, who the episode kind of has to prove itself to get the thumbs up. I
Sure.
kind of have the opposite, where it's just like this episode has to really suck to get a thumbs down. So it being passable and having a solid ending, I think it still gets a thumbs up. I'm not a fan of Roxy, but I think it's still okay.
All right. I mean, that's fine. Not everyone likes Roxy here. The interesting fact is, as we mentioned, this episode contains several sexual innuendos. The most talked about one is where Roxy Rocket joyfully explains or says, "Oh baby, you're the best," to Batman before jumping off the rocket with him. During which Roxy simulates the sound equivalent to an, sorry folks, orgasm. Bruce Timm once described this as the most blatantly risque episode we ever done.
That's very fair. I don't like to be like, can you believe they put this in a kid's show? Because the things people say that about, I think, are mostly tame. But this one, as he said, is most blatantly is just what it is. So it is a bit surprising because it's not like you can't interpret it any other way. Like if you're a little kid, you may not even understand it. But like, there's no like, did they just say what I think they said? It's like a little inside joke. Like, no, it's just there.
No.
It's just front and center. So yeah, it is a little surprising that they got that far.
Yeah, what if you were watching this as a kid, Abrar, and your mom walked in the room?
Here's the thing. I was watching this episode particularly pretty loud in my living room.
Oh no!
I shouldn't have done it because someone was in the house, so hopefully they didn't hear it.
Are they supposed to be there?
They live there. I don't know.
Oh, okay. You made it sound like you were being invaded.
Oh no.
He was being robbed, and they're like, "What are you watching?"
They all come upstairs and make fun of you, point at you.
They do this sometimes. Well, that was episode 11 there. Let's get into probably one of the best episodes in this season. Episode 12, Over the Edge. I feel like this episode should be on the silver screen in Cinemark and AMC theaters.
Whoa. Sorry, Regal.
Regal sucks. I'm sorry. Regal.
Oh!
And over here, I watched Prince of Persia over here, the 2010 Jake Gyllenhaal.
American Dragon.
Not the American Dragon. I went there. I had stale popcorn. The theater was small. It was dark. It was supposed to be dark, but the screen was dark. I didn't have a good time.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. Well, let's get into it here. Over the edge, the police department, led by Commissioner Gordon, stormed the Batcave and shoot Batman and Robin. At Batman and Robin. Gordon knows who Batman is and wants him taken down. Batman and Robin makes a run for the Batmobile, but Gordon has it blown to bits by a bazooka-wielding officer. They run for the hangar, but Renee Montoya intercepts them. With Gordon on their tail, Batman grabs Robin and takes a plunge into the dock where the Batboat is. Gordon aims and ready to shoot Batman. However, he misses when Alfred, the hero, jumps on him. While Harvey Bullock manhandles and arrests the butler, Batman and Robin escape in the Batboat. Much to Batman's shock, after exiting, a police boat pointlessly orders Batman to stop and then fires rockets at the Batboat. Just then, the shooter is about to take one final shot at point blank range. An explosion foils his efforts. Nightwing has come to Batman and Robin's rescue on a jet ski. The police opens fire at him as well, but Nightwing dodges the rocket and fires two torpedoes at them, bringing the police boat and the chase to a halt. He then leads them to a cave along the shore as their hideout. There, Batman recalls the events that led to this. Before we get into that his story there, what an opening for an episode of this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being like a little kid watching this for the first time, because you must have been losing like your mind. Like, imagine a kid, 1997, you're watching this happen. It's just like, what's going on?
Yes.
I don't understand.
Abrar is a kid, so it works. It's fine.
Oh yeah,
this
that's
is
true.
an insane opening. Immediately gripped me in a way that the last episode didn't quite. So
Yeah, exactly. I feel like at least this opening scene should be the ending of a trilogy of the show, at least. Yeah, great stuff here. Well, Batman recalls the Scarecrow had laid a siege to Gotham City's Hall while Batman and Robin dealt with his henchmen. Batgirl ran after Scarecrow to an upper level by herself. She struck at what she thought was him, only to find it was a part of his clothing on an antenna as a decoy. As she turned around, Scarecrow attacked her and hits her with his it's like a stick, or it's like his staff, I think. Something. I think it's a stick.
he had a stick.
It's a stick.
Someone
Okay.
can move it.
Like Gandalf. She fell from the building and landed on a hood of a squad car carrying James Gordon and Harvey Bullock. Gordon ran to Batgirl and sent Bullock to call for an ambulance. However, as soon as she called him Dad, Gordon realizes in horror that the member of the Bat Team who was dying in front of him was his own daughter, after removing the cowl on her face. Seconds after Batgirl died, Batman descended, but Gordon was pissed off because after all these years of hard work and trust, he was never told about this and blamed Batman for her death. Before Batman could confront Gordon, Bullock held him at gunpoint and ordered him to surrender, thinking Batman killed her. So this is kind of our first on-screen death of Barbara Gordon.
Nah, I'm still pretty sure that Count Vertigo died in that one episode.
Yeah, he did die in that one. But what do you think, guys? Barbara Gordon is dead.
That's pretty nuts, bro.
It's wild. Like I said with the Roxy thing, where it's like this got on television. It's very violent. Like her smashing into the car and everything, and Gordon's reaction to it. They went for it. Like this is the kind of thing where like if this was in a movie, like, I think of how in the later years of the DC animated movies, like they started getting more adult, and their way of adult was like putting in more curse words or being more violent. And I think of that Killing Joke movie, which I've never even seen, but I know of it.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
everyone knows about that
It's
animated
great.
film and what happened. Oh, it's great. Okay, that's
I disagree.
not the
You don't like the Killing Joke?
I like the Killing Joke story.
I like the book. Yeah, I not many people like the film. But my point being is that they've done the adult thing of adding, violence in movies and sex on TV. But here, this is utilized very well and effectively. And she's dead. She's violently dead. And you understand why Gordon goes on this sort of tirade after the Bat family, because this is really, really well done, executed really well.
I distinctly remember in college, Anthony, you did like a presentation. I don't even remember what class it was.
History.
I couldn't even begin to tell. Yeah, history, sure.
It's history class.
A presentation on like animation as a medium and how like it should be taken more seriously, whatever. And you used this clip as an example.
Wow.
Sounds about right. I mean,
what did the teacher say?
I don't remember.
She exploded.
Yeah, she fell off a roof.
Oh no!
Never believe what happened next. Yeah, and like the fact that this is it tells you the story without having to go extra with it or too hard with it. It really is. I don't know. It really achieves what it needs to, and it goes into this thing. Like I can't imagine what it's like to be a kid watching this at the time, because you're watching, their identities revealed and Batgirl's killed, and especially with this Scarecrow. Like you guys talked about Scarecrow last week, I'm sure.
Yes.
But like this Scarecrow is so cool. He's such a good design. It's like imagining like the previous Scarecrow doing this. And it's like, I don't think that would have worked as well. Like, you need this Scarecrow to do this story.
Yeah, he's like the Grim Reaper. He killed Batgirl. But yeah, honestly, this is like the best screenplay of any episode we have.
There you go.
It should win an Emmy. Emmy's coming up, I think, next year, February. Well,
the Emmys happen every year, bro.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. There we go. Well, with Robin's timely intervention, they managed to flee. Bullock was prepared to throw the full weight of the police force after him, but Gordon stopped him, knowing that the effort was futile. Gordon decided to do what he wished he had done a long time ago, just like the Dark Knight scene in the boat of Debo. Skyler, you know what I'm talking about.
Debo Samuel?
No, not the football player.
Okay.
At Wayne Manor, Bruce Wayne and Tim Drake and Alfred Pennyworth were mourning over the loss of their friend Barbara when a call came from Gordon. He revealed that he's been on Barbara's computer and knew the truth about Bruce's secret identity. I blame Barbara for that.
Yeah, blame the dead girl.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, well, Bruce tried to justify. He's like, I'm not Batman. But Gordon was like, oh, excuse me, I'm messing up here. Bruce tried to justify his being Batman by reminding Gordon of the fact that his parents were brutally murdered. But this only gave Gordon inspiration and validation for his own vendetta. V for Vendetta against Bruce. As the police broke down the door, Bruce opened the door into the Batcave and for Tim and Alfred. And before going in himself, Bruce took a moment to apologize to his parents' portrait, asking for their forgiveness. The GCPD stormed Wayne Manor and leading to the fight in the Batcave. And now then, back to the present. As Batman decided to remain hidden, Nightwing goes back to his loft, or his like his safe house, for supplies, only to find Montoya and the officers waiting for him. When Nightwing resists arrest and fights his way out, but outside he's confronted with more police and helicopters, and they open fire at him. He's eventually taken to custody and questioned by the police. Dude, Nightwing is gone.
He's arrested.
Yeah, he's pretty cool though, right?
Yes.
Like Nightwing in the show is pretty awesome. Like I know I talked about Nightwing previously on the episode that we did
Mhm.
together, but like the way Lauren Lester does his like Nightwing voice, where it's like softer and gruffer, and he's like mature now. And then yeah, just him taking on the entire police force, I think is badass and cool. My only complaint is that Montoya looks a little bit lighter skinned in this show. She almost just looks like a white woman, and I don't know why.
Oh, they whitewashed a Hispanic lady?
She looks a little whitewashed to me compared to the original. Just saying.
Ooh, I had to check the episode then.
We didn't know what whitewashing was back then.
That's true. This Nightwing here, especially when he went to his safe house, it reminded me of the Tron Legacy movie where Sam Flynn has his own like hideout.
Oh,
Right?
where he lives in a garage on the pier.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. He's giving me Tron vibes here.
You're watching the Tron movies for the new one.
I'm
I
about
caught
to.
you.
I'm
I
about
caught
to.
you.
I'm about to. I'm about to.
You.
Hey, I love Tron. I actually just bought a shirt of Tron Legacy just for the new movie. I know a lot of people don't like the movie because of the main actor, but it's still Tron. I don't know. I don't know.
Congratulations on your one shirt.
Listen, this is not at the Tron podcast. I also love Tron. I just
Okay.
I hate Jared Leto more. You know.
I
true.
know. I know.
fair.
I know. I did have back in high school, if you guys remembered, I did have a USB Tron Legacy
What happened?
stick.
And what
I
happened?
lost it. I
You
lost it. But I had it. I had pictures of it, but I lost it. I can't find it
Abar's
anywhere
waiting
online.
for us. He's waiting for us to do the Tron Uprising rewatch podcast. That's what he's waiting for.
Is it anywhere streaming? Disney? Is it on Disney?
Disney Plus.
All right. How many seasons? Three seasons?
I think
One
there was
season.
like one, yeah.
One down. Oh yeah, they canceled it. We might have to do it next year. Well, let's get back to the plot here.
Boy, I can't wait till you ask us to plug our stuff at the end because I got something to say.
All right. I can't wait. After watching the news of his arrest, Tim wants to get both Dick and Alfred out from jail to put the team back together and rally.
Get the dick out.
Get the dick out. Hashtag. However, Batman calls it quits, admitting that Gordon's reaction may be warranted. He ordered Tim to give himself up, believing no one would blame him for what had happened. The two go their separate ways, with a distressed Tim running away into the darkness. The Bat family is over, guys.
What a shame.
Yeah, just like the Jedi. Mayor Hill, your favorite, Anthony, talks with Gordon about the consequence of Barbara's connection to Batman being made public. He informs Gordon that the district attorney office wants to conduct an investigation for which Gordon has to step down from the post of duty. During the discussion, Bullock and Montoya watch a television talk show where complaints are made by Harley Quinn, the Mad Hatter, the Riddler, the ventriloquist, and Scarface, who plan a $1 billion class action lawsuit against Bruce Wayne now that they know that he's Batman. They blame him for their lives of crime. I love the idea of the villains doing this. It sounds pretty realistic to me.
It's been a rough couple of years for Jervis Tetch over here.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say,
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I was not on last episode, so I'm not sure of all the characters that have come and gone between now and then. But I believe in this episode we've got a lot of first appearances. Is this our first appearance of the new Jervis Tetch?
Yeah, it's the first Mad Hatter and the first time we're seeing the Riddler too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Riddler in a very, very similar to his appearance in the trial episode where he's just there. He's not doing anything, but he's there.
Yeah.
He looks bad in this scene here, man.
They all do.
Riddler?
They're all the only one who's aged well is Harley because she
Yes.
hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Mad Hatter, man, you look in the previous episodes, right? I hate him, right? Jervis, Tetch, this guy, he's just an old sad man.
It could be argued that all three men, Jervis, Eddie, and Mr. Ventriloquist, are all currently going through a battle with their health that
Yeah.
they haven't shared publicly yet. They all look like they could be going through certain personal issues.
They're going to the same meetings.
Yes.
Yeah.
They all have the same appointments.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's true.
Well, terrible designs, terrible people. Let's move on here.
Papa John.
Thank you. Oh, we're not sponsored yet. Hill leaves and Gordon realizes that he doesn't resign now. He'll face a grand jury hearing. So he decides to take matters into his own hands even further. Gordon meets an inmate at Stonegate and bargains for his assistance in taking down Batman. And the inmate will help Gordon bring Batman to justice. He will receive a short sentence. The inmate silently accepts. I wonder who it is.
Could it
At
be
Barbara's-
another redesign?
Either
One
new
of
or
the
redesign. Slight minimal. At Barbara's funeral. At Barbara's funeral, Gordon has officers on the lookout for Batman. As soon as they spot him, Gordon is alerted and goes after him. Gordon is so obsessed with Batman at this point, he literally ran away from Barbara's casket to give chase. Oh, jeez. Batman jumps to the roof of the police headquarters and is engaged by Bane. So this is our new design of Bane here. What do you guys think about this BDSM guy?
Yeah, that's what he is. I mean, I'm pretty okay with everything. Like from the neck down, looks like Bane.
Yeah.
He's got little spiky like wristbands that are a little silly, I guess. The mask, it's not terrible, but that is your first thought, isn't it? That it's a BDSM
Yes.
mask.
Sure.
Especially it has like the little rivets around the mouth. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Did we-
WB kids are getting wild here.
yeah,
It's crazy this season.
Paul Dini's in his sex pest era.
It's people are having sex, people are having chemo. It's all sorts of crazy happening in this episode. I can't believe it.
Mr. Freeze has a head, but
Oh, God.
He's getting head.
Godhead.
oh no. This scene just reminds me of if you guys watch Dodgeball, is where they got the BDSM outfits and they're playing in that. Just reminds me of that.
I've seen Dodgeball.
All right. Well, he conveys his pleasure. Oh, geez. In their melee, during which he taunts and torments Batman with a psychopathic relish, calling him a killer of children. Oh, geez. This man, WB kids. Batman is almost knocked out during the fight, and Bane is ready to kill him, which was not part of the agreement. Gordon shoots at Bane's feet and says he wants Batman alive to spend the rest of his life surrounded by his enemies in Arkham Asylum. That's the game he mentioned. Bane double crosses Gordon and tosses him to the ledge of the building. As Bane is about to send Gordon over the edge he was hanging on, Batman fights Bane off, ultimately tossing Bane into the bat signal, which effectively electrocutes him with his own wires. Oh man, he's dead. Well, Batman reaches his hand out to pull Gordon from the ledge and pleads for him to accept his help for Barbara. Gordon ultimately takes his hand, but before Batman can pull him up, a weakened Bane uses his last bit of strength to rip out of the remains of the bat signal and shoves it towards them before collapsing. The rolling bat signal hits Batman and Gordon and bows them to off the edge, sending them falling to their deaths. All right, guys. Gordon and Batman looks like they're dead.
Damn.
What a shame.
Look, this episode is like wowza.
Yeah, it should be the last episode.
It should be, right?
You would think so.
I would think so. Just then, Barbara wakes up screaming, "Ah!" in the Batcave. Reliving that this was all part of a nightmarish hallucination. She learns that she's been asleep ever since the fight at City Hall battling Scarecrow with Batman and Robin. Scarecrow didn't actually hit her, but he did release one of her fear toxins, causing her to experience her worst fear, dying without telling her father about her secret identity and the consequences that would follow. She tells Batman that it's time to face her fear, to which Batman expresses understanding. Oh, geez. Well, later on, when she has fully recovered from her attack, at least physically, Barbara returns home and invites her father to her apartment for dinner and to just to talk to him. When she opens up, Gordon stops her and tells her that she is a grown-ass woman capable of making her own decisions. Furthermore, he trusts her and he'll love her no matter what choices she makes. He winks at her, wink, wink, and the two hug each other as Barbara's nightmare is finally over. I stood up. I saw this as a kid, but I stood up again for this rewatch. I stood up. I looked myself at the mirror, and I raised two hands, and I said, "Bat Cinema."
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the end of the episode there. Are we giving this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I'll start with you, Anthony.
It's a thumbs up. Yeah. This is often considered, as you said earlier, one of the best episodes of the season, maybe even of the show for some.
No.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's action packed. And even though it was all a dream at the end, I do feel like you get a nice little message at the end. I like the sort of stuff between Barbara and her dad. Do you think this inspired this Barbara to become more of like a tech genius? Because oh my god, my computer was totally unencrypted and my dad just looked at my computer once and was able to find out Bruce was Batman. I gotta put up a firewall.
This is a
come
start.
on, dads.
Definitely, man. I mean, remember Batman and Robin the movie? Is that Barbara? Right? That's Barbara. She entered the Batcave and she got the password. So she
Computer
has,
alert.
computer alert. So she has dealt with being a computer tech. What about you, Skyler? Do you really despise this episode because everyone died?
Has everyone died? Yeah.
Or seemingly...
It scared me. I was scared.
Okay.
This is, it's definitely the best episode of the season. I don't know if I would say it's the best episode overall. I don't think I would. But best episode of the season. It gets a thumbs up. The only negative on this episode's report card is it was all a dream trope, but we were dealing with Scarecrow. It's a fine little twist. Like, oh yeah, we were fighting Scarecrow. That's fine. So yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah.
This was the good episode of our bunch, in my opinion.
Yes, it is. I would say if we were gonna do it at the end, but maybe top 5 out of all these 3 seasons here. I think top 5.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Well, I do have an interesting fact for this episode here. This episode marks the only time that Alfred Pennyworth and James Gordon, the two supporting characters in the series, appear in a scene together.
And Alfred tackles him.
Yeah, pounces him. I didn't know he was a running back or a defensive lineman. I like it.
He probably played rugby back in back in the UK.
In the UK, the England of London.
The England of London. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's get into our next episode here. Episode 98 or episode 13, Mean Seasons. Here we go, guys. At the spring fashion show, Donna Day of Donna Day Fashions presents her new fashion line. As the show progresses, a mysterious woman dressed in green with an attractive feminine figure and dark hair, but wearing a faceless white mask. Appears with three muscular men, disrupting the event with a smoke bomb. She and her henchmen kidnap Donna Day and escape, leaving behind a calendar page later and giving a statement to the press. Detective Bullock dubs the new villainess as the calendar girl. So this is our first introduction of a calendar girl. We know calendar man, but what about this girl?
She is unrelated.
Oh,
Has nothing to do with him.
gotcha. Well, how do you guys like about her?
Similar gimmicks, of course, and there is no calendar man in this universe, so it fulfills the same role. But I like the design. I like the as we'll soon see, she changes colors for the seasons and everything, and the sort of stark white face with the cascading hair. Like, I like that about her. So I think that's one of those things. Like, for this show and the overall art style and design, I think it works really well. So I like that about it.
The face mask and the payoff to the face mask at the end are good.
Sure,
Right.
yeah.
Very Doctor Doom.
And that's all I got.
Yeah, like she's a new character. I don't know. Is she in the yeah, she's not in the comics, right? She's a new character for the show?
Well, surely there would be no reason for this version of calendar girl in the comics, right? Because we have
Not
calendar.
this particular. I think there have been other calendar girls or ladies or women but in terms of this character and her purpose and all, this is just this episode, you know. So
I don't even remember
they came
why
up with
she
an
was...
original story, an original character, and they took the concept of the holidays and seasons and calendars. That's all.
I've got no problem with them like flipping it being a woman instead of the calendar man. That's totally fine. I just don't remember why she was doing calendar stuff. She was.
I think that's just
because it was about like the Hollywood industry, kinda, and her looks, and then she just started doing calendars. I don't remember.
Well,
there was
we'll
a reason.
find out. She was wronged, and they were wronged in the periods in which these things take place. So, like, her crimes are related to when she was wronged.
I think that's
And is it supposed to be kind of like, you know, like the calendars that you get with like all the sexy people on them?
Yes,
she was a model.
Right.
We're just getting into her character now. Like, she was a model, right? So, like,
yes,
is that part of it?
I don't know.
If she's part of like the calendar gimmick, shouldn't she be part of the Holiday Nights episode?
That was Christmas.
Yeah, that's part of the calendar, right? I don't know.
Nothing happened to her on Christmas, I guess.
I guess not. Well, later that day, Bruce Wayne meets with Lucius Fox to discuss a new production for Wayne Motors and the auto show that Bruce Wayne is to attend later that night. On his way out, Lucius reminds Bruce about the upcoming retirement dinner with the senior manager, Bernie Benson. Shout out to him. Bruce responds by saying that he thought that the manager was younger and expresses a surprise at the retirement. Lucius comments that sooner or later, we all start covering the gray as he leaves the office. Now, that's a line I would hear from Lucius Fox. I probably will use that every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every day?
I like it. Every day. At the convenience store, I'm gonna say that line. And then they'll be confused. Why am I saying that? That night, Bruce is being driven to the auto show by Alfred. Upon pulling up to the convention center, Alfred comments that that some thoughtless person has parked a van in front, not giving him a place to park. Bruce is like, "Oh shit, something is wrong here," and he orders Alfred to drop him off somewhere else that he can change it into Batman. Inside, the auto show continues as normal with Gotham Motors unrevealing its new car, the Solstice, complete with a young model on the hood. Calendar Girl soon appears with her henchmen This time she's dressed in yellow and wearing red, white, and a blue top hat. And in this one here, she looks kind of naked though. You guys see that?
There's a lot of naked women here. We're leaning heavy in the look how objectified women are thing in this episode.
Jeez. Well, Batman appears and orders the villain to surrender and let go of the young model. Calendar Girl answers that she has no quarrel with a young girl, but the young girl is just another unfortunate victim and lets her go while releasing bursts of fireworks coming from her hands. She and her henchmen escape with Barkley James, the head of Gotham Motors, leaving behind another calendar page. I do have a question for you guys. What's one day you guys hate the most for personal reasons?
Okay, so were we both thinking the same thing? We're both thinking.
Oh no, not that. Not. Well, okay. I think we all know what we're thinking here. Let me just move on then. Let's move on. I don't know why I asked that.
You can say it if you want me to.
You just say it. I don't want you. It is a risque episode already, but I don't want you to say that. I remember 2 years ago I said don't say that.
Well, you're asking what day we hate the most, and as American citizens who grew up in the early 2000s, I feel like there's a date that automatically, the Alamo.
The Alamo,
When
whatever day that was.
When Ozzy Osbourne was kicked out of Texas because he peed at the Alamo.
He did that?
All right.
Yeah.
And several years later, it killed him. Died of a heartbreak.
The Alamo killed him. Remember
the Alamo. Back to her hideout, a disguised nightclub called Faces. Both of the captured people try to make a deal for their freedom using their wealth. They are rebuffed and told to be quiet because the boss was thinking. Calendar Girl, in the meantime, was in the back of the club, in a darkened dressing room. She had her mask off and was surprised by one of her henchmen, who she lashed out for trying to see her face. She puts her mask back on and goes out to announce the next stage of the plan is about to begin. Back at the Batcave, Batgirl has done research and found something in common between the two companies as well. The dates circled on the calendar pages left behind the kidnappings. Paige Monroe, a once famous spokeswoman and model, used to have a contacts with both Gotham's Motors and Donna Day Fashions. And the dates on the calendar pages were the dates when her contract ran out. She's kind of like Mariah May. I think they were trying to draw Mariah May, and we got a blank Paige Monroe here.
Not Marilyn.
Yeah, actually Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, never mind.
I'd call me crazy. They may not have known who Mariah May was back in 1997.
We don't know though.
We don't know for sure.
Yeah, we don't know.
Although Tony was the timeless one, so.
Oh, that now you're speaking my French. I like it. Later, Batman and Batgirl pays a surprise visit to her former agent, Irving Killman. Batman intimidates the agent and gets the info he wants. After her modeling career dried up, he got Paige Monroe a part in a sitcom, which was canceled shortly after it began. He also says that after Paige disappeared from view, that there were rumors that she has been disfigured in an attempt to restore her to a youthful appearance so she could continue working as a model. I want to say in this scene here, this agent, he is, I think they're trying to replicate Harvey Weinstein. I think he's the Harvey Weinstein of Gotham City here. He was smooching with that lady.
This just goes to show how everyone in the entertainment industry knew exactly what was going on, and they could make little jabs and commentaries about it, but it didn't change ever.
Mm-hmm.
You got to speak up. Me Too movement. Well, Calendar Girl next appearance at the party is at the party to celebrate the unrevealing of the WGBS new lineup of shows. All these shows are youth oriented. Do you guys like these shows here? What the ones they showed?
Yeah, I'll tune in.
Sure. No.
Yeah, I mean
I
it's
don't-
like
I'm busy. I can't watch TV. I'm busy.
all right, all
This
right.
guy's got a lot going on right now. He can't
Yeah.
watch TV, but I'll see if I can tune in when I can. For sure.
Alright. Thank you. Well, Alien Earth. Well, as Calendar Girl is abducting network exclusive executive Frederick Foreigner, Batman and Batgirl shows up and chase the villain into a backlot of the studio, and made a deal with a large remote controlled mechanical dinosaur. Oh yeah, this is the scene here. Mechanical dinosaur. Batman and Batgirl prepares to fight this T-Rex here. Batman destroys it by toppling a huge assembly of spotlights on it. So at this point of the episode here, I'm like, that's stupid. We got a fake dinosaur.
This is where I draw the line.
Batman's never had a fake dinosaur before. You know, that's not like a famous Batman thing.
He
But
just
he has
pushed
his
the
own
big
fan
penny in
back
the
here.
last episode. Do you think he'll keep this dinosaur?
No, it just reminds me of remember that Poison Ivy episode with the babies that the creature was like driving. I'm like, this is equivalent to this. It's the same thing.
If the T-Rex started driving, okay, maybe we'd have some different opinions. But that did not happen.
Yeah, that's true. He wasn't wearing like a top hat too, or a coat. I don't know. At this point in this episode, I was losing interest.
You've caught up to me, buddy. That was like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Well, all right. Well, the next day, Bruce is at his office when Freddie Benson's father from iCarly, enters to turn his final report before getting ready for his retirement party. Not John Cena. Their convo is interrupted by a phone call by Batgirl, who confirms that after some research, that Paige Monroe holds title to a nightclub called Faces. Bruce says that he will meet her there. He apologizes for not being able to attend the retirement party and says that they will change the retirement policy so that Bernie can keep his damn job for as long as he can. So, and also Bernie, his toupee came out in excitement. So good job on Bruce here.
I think that was him being like, I don't have to pretend I'm younger anymore. So he rips the toupee off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Bruce Wayne here, man. He's a company man. I like it. Let's get to the end of the episode here.
No. He's not a company man. A company man toes the line. He's like, the rule is stupid, so I'm changing it. He's better than a company man.
He's Batman.
That is true, but don't go telling people that it's a secret.
Oh, sorry. At Calendar Girl's hideout, the three captives are shown pictures of Paige Monroe in her prime. And as they're told, there is only one more holiday to celebrate, the Day of the Dead. Good movie, by the way. She appears dressed in black and carrying a what's that Grim Reaper thing they hold?
A scythe.
Scythe. Thank you. She was holding that. Batman and Batgirl arrive and they briefly fight. Ensures where the side projector showing pictures of Paige Monroe is damaged, and this causes her to be distracted and easily beaten. Afterwards, as the police are leading everyone away, Bullock rips off Calendar Girl's mask, and her face is revealed. She's cowardly hiding her face, trying to hide her face, and screaming at everyone not to look at her. Above, Batgirl is stunned to see that Paige is still a beautiful woman. Her face is virtually unchanged from her modeling days. Sadly, Batman remarks that Paige can no longer see herself as anything but flawed. AKA, it's all about the mental scars, just like Two-Face. So that was the end of the episode there. Are we giving a thumbs up or a huge Paige Monroe thumbs down.
Her famous thumbs down. What what she's known for doing. I'll go first, because my opinion dissents from you two. I like this episode. I really
Okay.
like the payoff quite a bit. Like I said, it reminds me of Doctor Doom. There's the sort of classic debate of, does Doctor
Sure.
Doom have a horribly scarred face, or is it like all in his head? He's so vain that one blemish could cause like that sort of reaction. And this is more so like a psychosis thing of, because of the way she's been treated in the industry and everything that she's gone through, she can no longer see what others see. Like, she sees herself as this horrible thing because of how people have treated her in the industry. They treated her as like, you're old, you need work, you can't do it anymore. So
Yeah.
that's like broken her mind. Like I said, I like the design quite a bit. We haven't really talked about this too much. These episodes in this season, man, they just end. Like, the
Yeah.
bad guy gets
Yeah.
captured, and it's like, cut to credits, we're done here. Like,
We
the
did
Roxy
mention that
Rocket episode
last
did
week.
that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, because it's weird. And this is the same thing. We get to the whole moral of the story, and it's like, okay, the end, bye. So I don't much care for how these episodes rushed the ending like that. But overall, I think it was a fun way to kind of do a new spin on the Calendar Man treatment. It's a one and done. Yeah, I thought it was perfectly fine. Thumbs up.
Look, this whole episode from the beginning to the middle, I'm like, again, dumb, stupid. But towards the end, I'm like, okay, that's something right there. But as you said, it ended. Boom. Quick cut. So I have to give it a slight thumbs up. What about you, Skyler? Do you hate Calendar Girl?
No, not really. This one for me, it's exactly the same as I described the Roxy Rocket episode, where I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. It's not offensive to me. Oh, we get to the end. That was good. That's probably the entire basis to why this episode exists. I do like she takes her mask off and there are no scars, but like she doesn't perceive it as Anthony described.
No.
Yeah, this one for me is still like, it doesn't warrant a thumbs down, so it gets a thumbs up by default.
Yeah. As you mentioned, you guys, that you know how the episodes just cut really quick. Also, like the beginning of each episode, like there's no like art title cards. It's just the episode background, and then it has the title. There's no art. Where's the art?
Yeah, that's a shame.
I think there's a lot when we get to New Batman Adventures where it's like, we got to save time. So like they don't draw the title card. We just jump right into the episode. We slim down and sleek and simplify everyone's designs for the most part, because we're saving time. And I think I'm not against New Batman. I don't think it's as good as what we were rocking with before in a lot of places, but yeah, just a hint of the magic is gone. You know what I mean?
I know you. I know what you're mustering there. I do have an interesting fact for this episode. To be surprised, I don't know if I'll just say it. Calendar Girl's line "Beware the eyes of March" is from William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar.
Yeah,
That's all I got. That's all I got. All right, let's get into
I can tell you something real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So the actress that plays Calendar Girl, Sella Ward, she's been in a lot of stuff over the years, TV shows and movies. She had sort of a real life experience, not close to this, but in the vein of, where she auditioned for GoldenEye back in the day.
Oh,
the James Bond film. And she was told, like, I'm sorry, you're too old for this role.
Ouch.
She is 2 years younger than Pierce Brosnan.
Oh,
And she was
wow.
like, no, sorry, you're too. They said, if you were 10 years younger, you'd be perfect. We would cast you immediately. So it's like, okay, so if I was 12 years younger than the main lead, then I'd be the perfect age to play his love interest. Got it.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. So yeah, so like even the actress who I'm sure when she read the script, she was like, oh, this is great, because this stuff happens a lot. Even as little as something like that, where it's like, sorry, too old to play the same age love interest. Sorry.
That's a shame. Well, I'm glad she's part of this episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the interesting facts, Mr. Anthony there.
You're welcome.
Let's get into our next episode, number 99 or episode 14. So we're getting a little I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but we're getting a little critters here. The episode called
good for
Critters.
the audio only listeners.
Yes, thank you. Crowds are filling into Gotham City's Agricultural Expo out in the convention hall. Microbiologist. Thank you. Farmer Brown proudly displays the results of his research: a giant sheep. He believes that having a giant animals will help to end world hunger. However, the sheep becomes irritated by the flashing cameras and escapes the cage. The animal then goes on a short rampage in the hall, only to be stopped when Bruce throws a curtain over it, causing it to blindly rush forward and stun itself by bashing into a wall. Farmer Brown then gives the sheep a sedative, and sedative, and the incident is over for the time being. Commissioner Gordon congratulates Bruce on the quick thinking, and Bruce fibs that he was actually trying to escape through the window, as classic Bruce would. As Farmer Brown and his daughter look on worried, the press begins snapping photos of the sheep. All right, guys, what the hell is this episode?
Oh, let's just power through this one, shall we?
Listen, I've been really positive about the episodes that we've watched so far, being like, no, guys, it's got these good traits. I will not be saying that during this episode, so let's get through it.
I'll power through it. Later, Farmer Brown is summoned to court for the incident and is ordered to remove all giant animals from Gotham, and the experiments are terminated. Farmer Brown pleads with the judge, claiming to stop the experiments will ruin him, but the judge has no sympathy and called them monsters. Farmer Brown is outraged and decided to show them some real monsters. He reminds me of Clint Eastwood. Let's move on. A year passes and Bruce is on a date, and that is not going well. An elderly woman at the next table suddenly screams, that there's a bug and points to a giant praying mantis.
How did this waiter not see that?
Yeah, exactly. I thought this scene was funny. You should see a big ass mantis there. Several more arrive and start attacking the cafe. Bruce attempts to smack one with a chair, and while his date runs away. After the bug dismantles the chair, Bruce slips away. At this point, the bug moves on to the rest of the street. The police arrive, start shooting the bugs. Helldiver, he's here. But their exoskeletons are too hard for bullets to penetrate. Batman arrives and tries to use pesticides. Funny imagery here on the bugs, but they have no effect. The bugs corner him, but then suddenly fall apart, and then the incident is ended. At this point, I feel like a kid made this episode here. Batman takes a head from a mantis and analyzes it, and discovers that the bug are generally altered to be immune to the poison, that they fell apart because they were meant to self-destruct at a certain point of time. He explains to Batgirl and Robin that is all a preview for worse things to come. Farmer Brown's farm, his daughter, how do you spell her name? Is it Emylou? Is it Emylou?
Emylou. I don't remember this lady's name. My eyes are glazed over at this point.
Whatever.
Well, she is told to prepare the livestock to the market. A giant cow, moo, and a bull are unleashed.
We don't know what a cow sounds like.
Are unleashed on Gotham and are soon to be met by Batgirl and Robin. Robin says, "Holy cow, perfect! It's good stuff." Giant chickens are also unleashed into the skies of Gotham and attack a police blimp. Batman arrives wearing a jet ski, his jet wings, and confronts the chickens. The police are fortunate enough to land on the building roof, and the chickens take off after Batman. Meanwhile, Batgirl manages to stop the cow moo by hurling bolas onto her hind legs and getting caught with wet cement. The bull attacks in a china shop, and Robin provokes it by waving his cape like a bullfighter. The bull charges after him and crashes into the building. Batgirl then drives a cement truck in behind it, trapping the bull. I know that's a bull, guys, but this is bullshit.
Whoa.
Thank you. While this goes on, Batman continues to flee the giant chickens. How do chickens sound like?
Oh, you're asking us to do a chicken sound?
Yeah,
Because we simply will not.
okay. I'm trying to think. I know. I'm trying to think of how chickens sound like. I'll move on. As they catches two of them in the net. Peacock. I think it's Peacock. However, Peacock.
That's a streaming service.
I canceled it. The third chicken manages to evade the nets and chases after them. The one is caught when it crashes into a vat of hot barbecue sauce. Hot barbecue alert. And is burned. Back to the police station. Batman talks to Commissioner Gordon. Is like, man, what the hell is going on here? Just then, a genetically goat arrives and demands $50 million in cash without any intervention. The goat ate Harvey Bullock's donut. Bullock is led by the docks by the goat and delivers the money, but then the goat headbutts him off on the side of the boat. He grabs a rope hanging off the side of the boat and manages to make a Farmer's Brown island hideout, but is caught thrown into a mutant pig. The Farmer's Brown checks his money and discovers that is a bunch of green papers with single bills of a real money on top. He also discovers a bat tracer on the money and realizes coming. Does Harvey Bullock deserves to be part of the pig's pin here?
Does he deserve to be in a pig pen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
You don't think so?
No. I don't think so.
Oh.
I mean, he's a guy, right? But I don't think he deserves to be treated like that. Well, Batgirl and Robin arrives just in time to knock out the pig with a tranquilizer dart and saves Bullock. Emily Lou confronts Batgirl and proves to have super strength provided by the beef steroids. She easily manages to stop Batgirl and Robin. Meanwhile, Batman fights Farmer Brown, who is using an electrified pitchfork. Batman seems to have the upper hand, but surrenders when he sees Robin being threatened. At this point, Batman cannot be an old guy. Come on. What is this episode?
Come on.
Come on. We're almost at the end, guys. Farmer's Brown locks the heroes up in the silo. It's an Apple show, which is actually a rocket carrying a unattached giant mantis, which will wreak havoc on Gotham without self-destructing as the first ones did. The silo is launched towards Gotham while the Farmer Brown and the Emily head for a escape boat. The mantis hatches and attacks the group, but it focuses on Batman, who tricks it into breaking the door open. Everyone escapes the silo, and Batman drives an armored truck into the silo, causing the truck to explode. Kaboom! The silo rocket launches with the burning truck, but then explodes in midair, destroying the bugs and foiling Farmer Brown's plans. The debris from the rocket land on the Farmer Brown's boat, and the two are left in the water. They are arrested shortly afterwards. However, the sound of the rooster from the hideout indicates that some of the mutant creations may be still alive. That was the end of the that episode there. Are we giving this a moo or a boom?
It's not a boom, surely. A doom.
Doom.
No, certainly not. There is quite a few episodes of this show that could be debated on if they're the worst episodes. I think of like the Terrible Trio. Remember that?
Oh
Like, that
yeah.
was
Oh,
that was bad. I've got Batman in my basement, stuff like that. The one where Bruce loses his memories and is on
I
a chain gang.
No,
I,
no
I like
Abrar,
that
no
one.
Abrar, no
I like
Abrar.
that one. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm not gonna definitively say like this is the all-time worst episode. You have to hate this episode, or else we can't be friends. Like, I'm not gonna say that. I think it's
Sure.
up for debate. However, I think it might be my least favorite episode of the show. Like,
Mm,
we've been through the show.
yeah.
There's some bad Penguin episodes, some bad Catwoman episodes. Everyone's had some bad episodes here and there, but like this episode is just so nothing. Like it really nothing about it is interesting. The concept of super animals is not interesting. The villains are not interesting. Nothing about this is particularly great. There's that part where Batgirl's fighting the hick girl,
Right.
and she's all super strong, right? And she says something like, I got protein steroids or whatever. And it's like, that's just steroids. You're just on steroids. There's no
Yeah.
you're just taking supplements. So yeah, thumbs down from me. Not a fan.
Skylar, do you want to give this a thumbs up? But at the end, you're just like, this is not a good episode. What do you think?
Like the inverse of the other episodes we've talked about.
Yeah.
No, this one's fully getting a thumbs down. I've been too kind to these episodes so far. This, I think Terrible Trio clears this episode easy.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, this is bad.
Wow. Yeah, it is look, a kid. Whoever wrote this was a kid. I don't know who that kid is. Maybe it was Tim Drake. He wrote this episode. So
They clearly had some sort of like memo in the office. Like, we need to come up with like 5 or so original villains for new Batman adventures. And then they just didn't have the gas to come up with 5 good ones.
absolutely not. Well, I do have an interesting fact for this episode here. Our Bruce Timm remarked in the audio commentary for this episode that from only a select few chosen episodes to do commentary on, this was one of them because the creative team liked this episode and wanted to stick up for it as it was very as it was very unpopular with fans. They said, we actually like this episode, but the fans hate it.
Yeah, because it's bad. Shut
I
up.
mean,
You guys were too
I-
mean to us. Fuck off.
I like that response. I like when creators are snarky to their fans. I think that's really funny. I still hate this episode, but I think it's funny that they're like, fuck you. So they're allowed to have that opinion. That's fine. I like that more than the episode. I like their response way
Perfect.
more than the episode they made.
Perfect. Yeah, Bruce, Tim, Paul Dini, you guys are falling off here. What's going on? What is happening? But it's okay. We get into our last episode for this episode here, episode 100. Can you guys believe it? We made it to 100 episodes through season 1, 2, and 3. Is
Can you
that crazy?
believe it?
It's crazy.
Christmas. Just a week away.
Yeah, there it is. Episode 100, or in this season, episode 15, as it is called, Cult of the Cat. Meow. Where is he?
Real cats.
Real cats.
Cat punk. Catwoman races through the hedge maze of the house and looks at the. Excuse me, my throat is messing up.
Oh, we could
Looks
tell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me drink some
He's
water
getting a
here.
little excited. Catwoman's on screen.
Oh, meow. You guys say something while I drink some water here.
Since the start of the episode, you're describing it still. I guess this is a preamble. This is the last appearance of Catwoman ever in the existence of the character. So this is her out. So hope as we regale you with the tale of this episode, just remember that we never see her ever. She's not in Justice League. She's not in Batman Beyond. She's gone.
Makes me feel a little bad that my reaction to this was like, oh, great, a Catwoman episode.
That is
that's
true.
fair.
That is true. She was not in Batman Beyond. If I remember as a kid, there's no interesting. Okay,
I could talk about like stuff about that later at the end, but for now, yeah, this is it.
yeah, let me get into here. She looks at the golden statue of a cat that she has stolen. She is pursued by several individuals wearing cat costumes, holding swords and claws. She runs into a large black cat, but she is able to sweet talk into liking her and runs off. The pursuers go after her, but the jungle cat turns on them and chases them off. However, the leader of the cult orders his men to get Catwoman no matter what it takes. These cats here we have here, it reminds me of Black Panther, at least the design wise.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
Marvel should sue.
Yeah.
They have Wolverine claws too, so like that's two that they can get them on.
Well, who would win then? Catwoman or Black Panther? A cat fight.
Probably Black Panther. I feel like he's a bit better trained in hand-to-hand combat, but
And he's got like powers. He has super
yeah.
strength and.
That is true. That is true. All right, Black Panther it is. The pursuit of Catwoman goes off the grounds of the house and is into the streets of Gotham. Feeling that she's been caught, Catwoman offers to simply give back the statue, but is told that the statue has been tainted and only her blood will redeem it. At this, she will take the offensive and manages to evade the cultists. The cultists. Meanwhile, Batman finishes up business with a couple of jewelry store robbers and heads back to the Batmobile. He finds Catwoman
that was
inside.
a funny bit. Can we talk about that real quick? I thought that was really funny. Their little comments about it's like, oh, the masks, they're a fashion statement. Like, I thought that was like a cute little moment in this episode.
Absolutely, it was good. And Catwoman in this vehicle here she's very wowza.
Oh, hang on, careful.
You
now.
need to calm down.
Sorry. Batman prepares to take her to jail, but the cult is attacked. Batman agrees to help only if Catwoman agrees to return everything she has stolen to the rightful owners. She agrees. Batman and Catwoman go to her hideout, and Batman explains that she has gotten involved with the cult that started in ancient Egypt. Their holiest rite was theft. He also explains that their leader, Thomas Blake, lives for revenge, and that Catwoman is over her head. Just as Batman finishes explaining this, the cult attacked again, and nearly shoots Catwoman in the head. Batman manages to save her, and the duo heads out towards the furnace to escape. Unfortunately, the cultists note their escape route and turn up the gas in the furnace and light it. Batman and Catwoman manages to escape with their lives. Catwoman is captured. Guys, these bad guys don't give up. They keep going after them.
That's a cult for you.
Yeah, it's we talked about Scientology earlier.
Yeah, we did. I did like the scene of as they were trying to escape there. It's very like what Indiana Jones or Mission Impossible. It's like that those type of scenes where you escape from. It's kind of remind me of that. I like it. Catwoman wakes up chained in an altar while Blake asks her how she managed to elude them for so long. Stalling for a time, Catwoman asks about the fate of the cultists. Blake's right-hand woman is suspicious and proposes to kill them right off. But Blake is like, yo, hold on. He believes that Catwoman can be converted and can release her. Would you guys convert into a new religion in this way?
No.
Okay. I have to ask.
Okay, that's fair.
Bad in the Batcave, Batman interrogates the cultist that he has captured about the whereabouts of Catwoman. In this scene, he got his bats to attack the this guy here. I like it. Meanwhile, Catwoman is told that she can become the member of the cult if she managed to pass the initiation, which will take place in an hour. She is taken to a bedroom and left to wait while they start picking out some. She started to check out the pillowcases. Batman arrives and tries to take Catwoman away, but she doesn't want to leave without the spoils. Batman tries to talk to some sense into her, and she kind of like it. However, then when Batman's back is turned, she clubs him right in the head and tries to drag him off, but the cultists hear the noise and enter the room. They decide that they'll use Batman's blood to sanctify the statue and allow Catwoman into the cult. Anthony, I know you love Catwoman, but she's very problematic.
Oh, yeah. I had talked about on the last episode we were on that I really like this interpretation of Catwoman, and recently on Twitter, I also confirmed my feelings of this, that I prefer this Catwoman over OG Catwoman. I think she's more fun. I like that this Catwoman is just a thief. She's like a trickster. She's like playful and sneaky, and she's previous Catwoman was like an activist, and I just don't think that was ever really interesting, honestly. This one is a lot more like mischievous and in it for herself. And I like that. So yeah, the fact that, it is her. She puts herself first. Like, I think that's fun, and it makes sense that, like, yeah, she's a bad guy. She's an actual villain now. She lied to the cultists. She's lying to Batman. She's just in it for herself. And I think that's way more fun of a character than the original one. I also like her big eyes. I like her big Spider-Man animated type eyes. I think they're very emotive and fun.
I do agree with you about her character. Original Recipe Catwoman was boring. I mean, there's merit to her, like, wanting to do the right thing, and she just steals to do it. But like this one, as a character, she's sassier. She's a troublemaker. That is more fun. My problem with this Catwoman strictly comes with the oversimplification of her design. That's really it.
See, I had that problem initially, and I think the more I thought about it as like a bad luck black cat, I think the fact that I still think if she had like a tail. If she used her whip as a tail, I think that would add a little bit more. But seeing her as like a fully like Halloween black cat, I think helps with the overall idea of her character. Because I will say this, she is still a very one-note character. I just think that the one note is more fun than the last one-note character that she was. So it's like, that's the positive with this Catwoman. She's still not great, but it's like an improvement in the fact that they made her more entertaining to watch. But yeah, I was originally against the black bodysuit, but now that I kind of accept it for its kind of what it is, I think I enjoy it a bit more.
That's not true. Her previous design, or her character in the previous season, she's kind of like Poison Ivy. They both were activists in their own way.
Yeah, and Poison Ivy was a better version of that. So it's like, if I had to choose between those two, well, I'm choosing Poison Ivy. But here, they're very different.
Okay, I'm starting to understand your love for this cat here.
Yeah, we were watching the episode, and Ray made a comment about how she was like licking herself like a cat, and I was like, she doesn't need to do that. And I was like, hey, let's not get crazy here. If she wants to do that, then I'm not going to stop her.
Yeah, you can't stop her. She's Catwoman.
Yeah,
I like it. Well, Batman wakes up in an arena without his utility belt. That's kind of like me. The cult then releases a huge engineered cat into the arena with them. Batman tries his best to deal with the monster, but it doesn't have much luck. But our Catwoman jumps in and after Batman and helps him deal with the cat. After a short while, she stands in front of the cat and confronts it. The cat decides that she likes her and becomes friendly. Catwoman then sets against the cultists, and the chaos ensues. Batman and Catwoman then escape from the arena, but Blake attacks
Oh.
Batman, and the female cultist attacks Catwoman. Catwoman easily defeat her, and Batman gains the upper hand on Blake. Unfortunately, the engineered cat arrives and appears hostile towards Batman. However, it simply pounces on Blake, causing both of them to fall into the arena and get knocked out. Man, Batman, he was getting cut up. There was a lot of cuts on his torso here.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah,
he's getting knocked around quite a bit in this episode.
yeah. Just like I don't know if you guys have seen Peacemaker season 2. There was
The whole thing.
no, just the first episode. There's a scene where
Yeah.
he gets spiked up in the back. It kind of reminds me of that.
Wow,
Nice.
you know, I honestly was when you brought up the torso thing, I was thinking the exact same thing. So I will not
Really?
I will not call you crazy for bringing that up. I think it's just funny that it's like, oh yeah, that's true.
There we go. Well, later the police arrive and take the cultists into custody, and the cat is taken to the Gotham Zoo. Batman is bandaged up and tells Commissioner Gordon that there is more than enough evidence to lock up all the these wackos here. Gordon tells that while there's enough to convict, there isn't that much. In Paris, Selena lies on a bed surrounded by jewels. She happily states that being on the right side of the law is quite rewarding. That was it for this episode here. Are we giving it a meow up or meow down?
It's so complicated. I will give it a thumbs up purely against the previous Catwoman episodes.
Okay.
Catwoman was a character we very consistently talked about how she had very weak episodes, whether it was Tiger or the other ones I can't even remember. So like
Right.
on the basis of that, I would give it a thumbs up. Compared to other generally good Batman episodes, I wouldn't say this episode stands out. You could definitely skip, sadly, any episode with Catwoman. But in terms of Catwoman episodes, I think it's fun enough. And I love that it ends with her winning. I
Yeah.
love that she doesn't learn any lessons. She doesn't get better. She doesn't vow to be a better person. She gets all the jewels and moves to Paris. She
Wow.
wins.
Wow.
How many Batman villains get to win? I think that's pretty funny.
None at all. What about you, Skyler? Do you finally love this Catwoman in her final appearance?
This is yet another thing where like the whole episode I didn't care. Like the cult of the actual cult, I'm like, I don't care about this. Catwoman herself I did enjoy as a character in this one, and then once you get to the end of her in Paris with the jewels, she got away with what she wanted. That's yet another moment of like, this is what the episode, like the script was built around, was getting to this moment.
Yeah.
I think I like this one better than the other two I begrudgingly gave thumbs up. Maybe I should retcon that. Maybe I should give those ones thumbs down and this one a thumbs up.
Sure.
Go ahead.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter.
It matters.
But
It matters.
okay. The Roxy Rocket thumbs down.
Oh.
What was the other one?
Calendar Girl.
Calendar Girl thumbs down.
Girl.
Big ass bugs thumb down. This one thumbs up. That's fine.
All right. There it is. Yeah, it's a thumbs up for me as well. That's a perfect ending. I as you said, Anthony, this is what we want for a villain who's kind of on the good side ish.
Not a whole lot, yeah.
All right, it's a thumbs up for me there. I do have an interesting fact for this episode here. This is one of the few episodes of the series just to feature Batman on a solo adventure without any of his sidekicks.
All right. Thank God. Batgirl's been in so many of these episodes already. And it's like,
That's
give it a
true.
rest.
Yeah, I like seeing this is Batman's show.
It is the new adventures of Batman.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I'll give some Catwoman information.
Sure.
So yeah, this is technically her final appearance in full. I guess if you want to get like actually about it, on the home release of Mystery of the Batwoman, there is a short called Chase Me. It
Oh,
has
yeah,
no
yeah.
dialogue. There's nothing voiced in it, and it uses the New Adventures designs. Catwoman is in that. It's a fun little short. I like it. But like
I
I
know
said, it's
Chase
not
Me.
like a full episode, and it's not voiced. It's its own little animated short. But Catwoman was planned to appear in Batman Beyond. So post Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, they had plans for other movies. Same thing with like Phantasm and Sub-Zero. They had other plans for other films as well. And Return of the Joker was kind of like one of their last shots at doing home release stuff because these movies don't make any money.
Right.
Phantasm didn't make money. Sub-Zero didn't make any money. So they were like, all right, if Return of the Joker does well, then you get to make another in like the Batman Beyond universe. Return of Joker did not make money. I don't know why.
Damn.
So the original plan for a sequel was that Catwoman was going to be involved in sort of like a cloning plot. You guys have both seen Justice League, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys know the reveal of Terry McGinnis and who he
Yes.
is?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay,
I
so
remember.
in that show, spoilers for people in Justice League. If you don't want to hear this, turn off the episode now.
Please.
So Terry McGinnis is revealed to have been the biological son of Bruce Wayne. Amanda Waller changed his father's DNA to shoot Bruce Wayne ropes instead. And so
Ew.
Terry McGinnis is biologically the son of Bruce Wayne because they needed to make another Batman. Like that was her plan, was like, we need to make sure that Batman continues to exist. Originally they were going to like kill his parents outside the theater and do the whole 9 yards, but then, stuff happens. And that plan was essentially going to be part of Catwoman's story instead. They were going to give that story to Catwoman. She would have returned as sort of like an older femme fatale character, and they would have sort of gone into the whole DNA thing and that whole story. I think I'm fine that they didn't go in that route. I think I prefer the Amanda Waller sort of version from the Justice League cartoon. But that was the original plans of the character.
Interesting.
Other than that, she just gets away, and that's the end of it. So they don't end up together. Bruce and Selena never patch things up. They don't live happily ever after. She's just gone.
Damn. Well, of course, there's other. If you guys are missing, if you want more Catwoman, of course, you can watch the movies of The Batman with Robert Pattinson. Zoe Kravitz plays her. I think that's it. Oh, there's
Dark
the
Knight
movie.
Rises.
Dark Knight. Yes. There you go. Dark Knight Rises and Anne Hathaway. She was great in that. There's Catwoman with Halle Berry. There's mixed reviews on that.
Yeah, what's your review? Give us yours.
I need to rewatch it again. Maybe
I
I
don't
was
think you do.
slightly. I was slightly too harsh when I saw it the first time, or I don't
you
think I
were.
finished it.
Abrar slightly. He gave it 3 stars. He was like, "Yeah, it's okay." He's too harsh.
Whoa.
No, I have to check it again. But
That's
there's
the same as
that.
Nobody too.
Oh yeah, I watched Nobody 2. It's whatever. Nobody 1 was better.
I wasn't
Catwoman
crazy
and
about
Nobody
the first
2.
one, to be honest. So I'm not going to see the new one.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But yeah, that was it for these episodes here. Of course, next time we'll be talking about episodes 16 to 20, right? We'll prepare for that one there. And then what about you?
Did you say me? Sorry, I think my
Yes.
You
headphones cut out.
definitely cut out on my end too.
Okay,
So
let me see.
I heard. What about you? And then it just went silent. I was like, who? Me?
Oh, what about you, Anthony? Where can they find you?
You can find me at Anthony Lantern on pretty much all social media platforms. I have a YouTube channel, Anthony Reviews, where Anthony Reviews. I do toy videos and I review action figures and unbox them and do stuff like that. And I also have my own podcast called The Grud, which is a podcast with my friend Kirk Beatty, where we talk about the movies and shows that we've seen. So if you want to hear our opinions on the latest summer movie releases or some of the other stuff that's going to be coming out, I saw a lot of theatrical re-releases recently, so I will be talking about that on the pod probably by the time this episode comes out. Feel free to check out my opinions on some movies that I've seen. If you like that kind of thing.
Sounds good. Yeah, I saw that trailer of the 50th anniversary of Jaws. So I saw an I Harkins that one time, and I had a blast.
I also saw Jaws at Harkins years
You
ago. So
Yeah.
I also saw Jaws at Harkins.
Really? Oh, did we also at the same showtime at different seats?
I saw it with Anthony, I believe, but no, I don't know where you were.
I think okay, so we were at the same time, 7 o'clock, whatever that time was. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
That's
Yeah,
entirely
cool.
possible.
Yeah, cool. The last movie I saw at Harkins was a re-release, and it was Halloween.
All right, this is not the point of what we're wrapping up, but the last time I saw a movie at Harkins before they closed was also a re-release of A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, same genre. I like it. What about you, Anthony?
Well, mine's not anything like that. The last time I saw at Harkins was Sonic the Hedgehog.
What?
Oh, Sonic killed Harkins.
When did Sonic came out?
That was early 2020. That was right before the pandemic started here. So that was that shut Harkins down, and then it was gone forever. So Sonic the Hedgehog was the last thing I saw.
Damn, Harkins needs to come back at that location there. But okay, what about you, Skyler? Where can they find you?
Hey, you could find me at Skyler 8-Bit on Blue Sky, or you could follow my podcast with a friend of the show, frequent guest Daniel. It's called Ready Set Replay. That is on YouTube and Spotify, and you could follow it at RSR_POD on Twitter. We talk about games, and we have a series called Ready Set Rewatch, where we've been rewatching Star Trek: The Original Series. We're done with season 1, and in between seasons, we decided to watch a couple movies. We watched Tron. That episode will be coming out soon, so it's funny we were talking about Tron earlier.
Interesting. The first one.
I think. Yeah. Well, yeah. So we're going to talk about the first one. We're going to talk about Legacy. And I guess we're gonna talk about the new one, maybe.
Yeah.
But that might be a little. It might come out a little bit later because I think there's still another Star Trek episode or two to come out first.
Okay.
But Tron is on the horizon.
All right, I like that. Don't speak about Horizon, Kevin Costner. That's not it. I hate that movie.
Talking about the Kevin Costner Western 3-part 4-hour movie epic. I'm not talking about that. I was talking about Tron.
Tron, yes. Jeff Bridges.
A little behind the scenes of the pod. That went full circle. That was great.
Yeah. So follow Anthony. He just there's a YouTube video about Transformers, the toys, the Revenge of the Fallen there, and then I think you guys just released an episode on RSR. About some things there as well.
Yeah, our weekly comes out every Saturday.
Your weekly, yes, weekly. Of course, you can follow this podcast on Brownboywonders on Instagram, all that. I just received a message, or I just checked my phone, that I just got 200 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you, everyone, subscribing there. Appreciate it. Let's keep it going. I appreciate you guys. Until then. We'll see you in the next bad time.